Yes, sir. We're back with another Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo review. This time, we're doing two chapters today. Two chapters. And those mighty two are... I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's... Not you. 21 and 22. Yep. And listen. These were pretty good chapters. Let me get the... What's he face? Like that. I'll just pull it up if need be. Beautiful. Let me tell you, bro, these two chapters. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get things in order the right way. Let me scroll up like this. 21. There we go. 21, 22. Alright, we're good now. We're good. These two chapters were gas, bro. Like, back to back. This is what I like to see. And, okay, so, starting off with the beginning of chapter 21. Kind of depressing, but then kind of like hopeful because Saguri loses the fight on purpose though, because he had a flashback with his grandma Maki, and she was talking. I'll show the quote actually. I feel like it's a pretty good quote. We could read it together. Transition over here. I think that's part where I want to start. I had a twin sister. I know, Granny Mai. Thanks to Mai, I acquired strength. I wonder if I ever need to become strong. If Mai hadn't died, even if I had been weak, somehow someone might have found a way to fix it all. If Mai hadn't died, yeah. But that's just a tiny dream of what could have been. After all, I'm well off. I don't have any harshness anymore. But even so, every day I wonder, if I was given the chance, would I not have chosen to be with Ma here today? Grandma, don't cry. So, going back, transition. That's just kind of her thinking because, like, at the very beginning, you remember from JJK, her eradicating the Zenin clan. Ma was like, bro, we could just stayed with together, we could have been happy together, stuff like that. But her wanting to be strong, wanting to acquire strength and whatnot, kind of left Mai behind. Then in the end, Maya ended up having to sacrifice herself so Maki could acquire the strength to be one of the strongest and take out the whole Zenin clan. You know what I mean? So Maki's not thinking, bro, if I had the choice to like go back, be weak to be with my sister, I probably would have chosen that. You know what I mean? So now we're circling to Saguri, and he's like thinking, or he made the choice of like, you know what? Let me take the L. Well, it's kind of hard to explain. If I can explain it properly. Because he takes the L. I don't know, but for some reason I felt like I was doing the wrong thing. Future where I won would have been the right choice. Just who cares about that? You were fighting for Yuka-chan. I told you I don't know myself. I'm only 17. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not sure about anything. So yeah. Him not willing to kill, because I think it is getting like Maki has regrets. And I feel like Saguri don't want to have regrets too. And like those regrets could lead to like a bad future. Because Maki thought she was doing the right thing, wanted to be strong and whatnot. But that right thing ended up causing harm to her sister and her lose her sister. So with Saguri right here, I think the thought process is, yes, I want to protect my sister and stop you guys. But at the same time, I feel like me doing this will also have like a bad ripple effect. And you guys, you know, in the overall being hurt. I think that kind of makes if that's I think I'm interpreting the way it's supposed to be interpreted, right? I feel like that's kind of like the thought process. So now I'm always upset too, thinking like, bro, what's going on here? They just want to live life. I don't know why there's all this conflict here. There's tears being shed, and then there's something else important. Because then right here, or transition again, Monroe's emotions of wanting change wakes up like an Elder Colleen we see, which is kind of cool. There it is. This is kind of empty, like this giant Colleen right here. It's like the Muru, I think is what it's called. I think this quote is kind of important too. The people living here on this planet in Japan were you from the start. There was life here, and the cursed spirits were a part of that life. I know what we wanted was But then, even then, we were the ones who had the place that could return to stolen. We were the ones who had the place that could return to stolen. To who never had a place to return to begin with. What are we supposed to do? If the ones who lived on their homeland from the start are right, who owns the world? Who owns space? I don't get anything either. Man, kind of depressing for Mara, bro. But that's neither here nor there. Not neither here, but this is kind of important. He's like, now that we're gonna like, what does it mean? We're the ones who had the place. I'm sorry, I'm trying to interpret this right so I could explain to you better. That's it. Because like the obvious thing, I think that's kind of like, who owns the land? Like, what does it mean to be on land and whatnot? Like, we need land stuff. It's kind of hard to explain, but they need a home too. So like, is it right for us to come here and take over your home, even though you guys are struggling here on your home as well? Type beat. But at the same time, they still need a place as well. So what can we do? And so like, where's the harm? Where's the harm we can find in this place? Where like, there's a lot of differences here with us. It's kind of what I think is being said. That was a good chapter. But then, oh my god, then the hype comes. I really like how like Gege does a good job of balancing like, the emotional, serious stuff, and then right back to actually like we had like this very deep moment, very serious and sincere. Then we cut back to like this balls to walls fight. That also has like some underlying things as well, like with loneliness and also finding your people around you and find a cause to fight for, and then we get like that serious moment, then like back to hype in action. Like it's the balance of it. It feels, not the generic's not the word I'm trying to look for. Right? That's not the word either. It meshes well. Like it didn't feel out of place how we went from that deep scene to now Deborah fighting Maharaga. That's not what happened. You know what I mean? It all felt like it was supposed to be together. That was cool. Point is, Deborah and Maharaga are fighting, and Deborah realizes that Maharaga's like adapt to existence itself, which is also cool. Like again, Maharaga adapts to any all phenomena. I feel like people kind of forget that, or think it's just like just a throwaway term. Like he just adapts to anything. You know what I mean? But then that doesn't matter because Deborah just drops like a domain expansion, and bruh, this domain expansion looks tough. I'm not gonna hold you like for domain expansion. And then name to a fear realm of deadly light and living darkness, inverted pathway. Like, bruh, that was clean. That's just a cool looking domain. Like, just when it comes to just designs and looks, it's up there for sure because like we have Yuda's domain was cool. It was just like a bunch of swords and whatnot. That was a cool looking domain, but like I don't know, just the symmetry of this and like the way it looks. It just looks so dope, man. I'll show you real quick. Like, look at this, bro. Like, this looks raw. I just like the way this looks, this domain. I want to see what it does, too. Anyways, we then continue on to the chapter. And then Maru is talking about a plan to... What's the word I'm looking for? Harmony, speaking of harmony, whatever, he wants to make a world where cursed parents aren't born. And so now you just like, not used to, but, sorry, my bag is itchy. Oh, that felt nice. Man. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, another fun fact. I can show this too. So it's just kind of nice how, like, what's he face? Yuji's mentioning Toto right here, saying, oh, Toto gave me the whole rundown and whatnot. It's just, I'm glad to see that Toto's alive and well. Obviously, you remember from my last video, I was hoping like Toto might come into up with the fight. That would not happen. That did not happen. Because this whole chapter was like, them saying how they want to, what's he face? Find a way to get rid of all the cursed spirits from ever being born. And how Mario has like the tools to it. That being his curse technique. The Muru, I think it's called. Then like another cursed spirit that they want to use, and that cursed spirit being, I can scroll down. I didn't know I didn't transition. Freaking Mahito, bro, and that was a twist. Mahito thought Yuji was dead, and that's why he was there, but it turns out he's not dead. He's like in this weird spiritual plane and whatnot. And they need Mahito so they could do like this whole process to, you know, get rid of what's his face, cursed spirits from being born. And then we go into the next chapter, and the next chapter is, okay, we got to beat him to submission. That's like, you know, want to help us. There's a fight that ends up happening. That fight is probably the peak of the chapter, because Mahito's like, oh, yo, this place is packed like a soul, so I can do whatever I want in it. He was like moving all the stuff, like in Shibuya, like kind of like, you know, doing transfiguration, whatever. Things about to do domain expansion. Then we get it like on the coldest panels of you, just like, you know, freaking dismantling everything in the path. It was just so, bro. They made Yuji strong and cool at the same time. Like, this is like, again, I mentioned this earlier, what people wanted how Yuji to be moving at the end of the series of JJK. Like, they wanted to be like this strong. But I feel like how they did Yuji pre-Modulo was right. And like him working up to be the strongest like this, it's kind of, it just worked out well. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. And I like this. Anyway, we move forward. And they're discussing like the semantics of like, should we do this or should we not do this? Or like how we should do is like, should we, you know, I think it take cursed energy away from everybody or make everybody a sorcerer. So those are like the two options. You know what I mean? I think they're going with the take cursed energy from everybody. But at the same time, you just bring up the thing of like, hey, if we do this, people are not going to like this. We're doing something against they're doing something against their bodies without their consent. You know what I mean? So we're going to be looked as the bad guys for doing such a drastic thing to everybody. But at the same time, which I think will have like benefits, but also ripple effects later on, because right now people are trying to do research into cursed energy to be used for like fossil fuels and whatnot. So them doing this, just the two of them, you know, not deliberating with anybody else, just them making this big decision that's going to get flack for, that's going to be probably hatred towards them. But this is what they're going to do. They're going to have to do it. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I like that kind of like, you know, dilemma they talk about, like how there's a very big decision, like how it should be in the gravity of it. Like, this isn't like a light thing that's going on. Like, we're really going to like be changing how the world's going to be functioning now, like taking out cursed spirits. Then the chapter ends, however, I'm transitioning right here. Not this one, it's chapter 22. The chapter ends with him saying cursed spirits will probably still be born. So now I'm thinking, okay, how though? Like, I thought we're getting rid of the problem right now. That was all explained pretty well. And like, we take away the cursed energy, or, you know, make everyone sorcerers, it will kind of like bring that balance to get rid of the curses. But there's probably some issue that we're going to probably obviously figure out next chapter. But overall, bro, these two chapters were great, fantastic. JJK Modulo has just been, it's just been good for no reason. Like, I didn't think, because again, this is like, you know, the Boruto, the Shippuden. No, this practice just, you know, JJK Next Generations. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it to be this good. Like, it's been consistent back to back, just decent chapters. Again, the first two chapters were like all right, but once it started getting that ball rolling, that momentum, it has not stopped. And it's really amazing to see. And like, it's supposed to be like a mini series too. And like, for a mini series, it is juicy. Like, it is not a one shot, not something like, oh, we're done like 3 weeks, that's it. Like, it feels flushed out. Like, I feel like there could be more after this, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do feel like the conclusion coming on. But man, this has been a fun ride. Great chapter, cool domain, good storytelling. Just overall, just good eats for the JJK fandom. But I'm done rambling. That's kind of it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the yapping and whatnot, just me, you know, just talking it up. If y'all did, please like and subscribe. Excuse me. I don't know why I always burped during that part. Like, that's 2 times I did that. Anyway, like, subscribe. I like making videos. I like y'all watching videos. And it seems as if you guys do enjoy watching the videos. So that's a win for me. But yeah. Now I got hiccups. Oh my god. But yeah, that's it. And I'll talk to you guys next time, okay?